Alien Romulus is now out, so it's time for us to go back and look at the 7 movies that are now out in the Alien franchise and rank them from worst to best. Now, this is my personal opinion, but let me know yours down in the comment section below. I am not adding in the Alien vs. Predator movies because I don't consider them in here. They're kind of just one of those things on their own over there. We're not going to even discuss them because the second one's not that great. But let's get into this list right now. Number 7 is Alien 3, and I will never ever forgive this movie for what it did, and that is the start of this movie. They somehow decided that it would be such a great idea to just ruin everything Aliens did by killing majority of them as entertaining as the other ones. Like, this is all takes place on a prison planet. They're in there, Ripley's talking about, oh, there's this alien that we encounter and stuff. We start to see the convicts and how they work. Then we get this, there's 2 different versions of this movie as well. You have the alien dog that happens, then you have the cow alien that happens in the other version. And while it's cool and all, I just felt like the characters weren't really up to standard compared to the first 2. This one really took a dive down rather than actually a step up from Aliens and Alien. So there's that. Like, obviously, Ellen Ripley is Ellen Ripley. She's great in the movie as well. Sigourney Weaver, fantastic. Have no problems with her. But it's that start that just undoes everything of the previous movie. And then when things are happening in this movie, like, it's bloody, it's gory, and I like that about it. But outside of that, there was just no real substance that made me really engage with this film quite a lot, where I'm sitting there like, this is a really, really good Alien film. So for me, Alien 3 is the worst movie of the bunch. Number 6 is Alien Resurrection. Now, Resurrection, I appreciate what they were trying to do with this film. This was something that they were trying to do different, a unique take on the Alien franchise, trying to do something that we had not seen before. Now, some of the characters are very fun. I really do. I enjoy, that band of characters, like the sort of like assassin, bounty hunter sort of group that they are. They are fun. And there's a lot of action in this movie. And I really, really appreciated that. I just feel like they didn't execute the hybrid stuff that they were trying to do in this movie. Now, obviously, this is Ellen Ripley in here, but not Ellen Ripley as we know. This is her infused with alien DNA. Then we get that weird half-human alien sort of creature in this movie that looks disgusting, that is creepy, that is messed up. You had the Queen in here as well. You have all that stuff going on. It is very creepy when they're walking through the lab and you see all the different hybrids in that. It's gross. It's that feeling that you get like, oh, humanity are really trying to do some really crazy stuff here. And you got that feel throughout. But for me, I just feel like the execution on certain points that happened throughout this film just did not land for me. Like I said, the actual hybrid itself, I feel like another movie did that better in this franchise than what this one did. And while, again, Sigourney Weaver is great, Ellen Ripley is great in here. You get to see her with a bit of an upgrade in here when it comes to powers and sort of stuff because of it. But overall, Alien Resurrection, I appreciate what they did. I just don't think they executed it to the top notch that they could have done. Number 5 is Alien Covenant. Now, Alien Covenant is another thing like Resurrection where I appreciate that, they're trying to do something different, but at the same time, I don't feel like it executed quite well. Now, some of the things that did work is the violence in this film, is the action in this film. It's bloody, it's gory. The xenomorph looks absolutely incredible. There's a lot of bloodbaths that happen in this movie that I really, really like. Visually, stunning film visually. When they're on that planet and they're walking through, looks superb. The characters themselves, again, really enjoyed it. I really like Michael Fassbender in here as well. He is fantastic as the 2 synthetic androids here. Great. And, we continue on David and what his whole ultimate goal is of creating the ultimate life form. That I liked as well. But in the same breath and in the same process of that, I don't know how I feel and if I feel comfortable with the whole way that it was created, how the xenomorph was created, how David did all this stuff, how he's studying all this creature and that, trying to create the perfect organism and that. I don't know how I feel about that lore stuff. To me, that just felt like it didn't need to be added. What I love about the xenomorph is no one knew what it was, how it was created. It was this unknown being out there that was just this perfect organism that could survive in the harshest environments, that was a killing machine. So I really, really enjoyed that aspect, but this kind of took it away from it. And also, you had Prometheus beforehand, and this kind of just felt like they dived away from the Prometheus storyline and went, oh, we need to just tie it into an alien movie now, make it an alien movie. So, while I appreciate things in this film, I also don't like certain things in this film as well. So for me, it comes in here. Number 4 is Prometheus. Now, Prometheus for me, this is how I view Prometheus. It's not a very good alien movie. Not a very good alien movie. But it is a very good sci-fi movie. Now, if you showed someone this and they had never watched an alien movie in their whole entire life, and they watched that, and then you said to them afterwards, oh, by the way, that's in this franchise with the aliens, they would go, no chance. Because it's a good sci-fi movie. It's the story about humanity going into the stars to find the creators. Who created them? You know, trying to find the engineers that chemical created us, whatever they did. You know, trying to discover all that, going on this mission. And, you know, adding in the horror elements to this sci-fi as well, where it's like we're on an unknown planet with unknown substances that are causing havoc. And then you throw in the synthetic of David, who, you know, likes to meddle with things, and he starts to try and discover what is happening with this thing. How can I infuse it with humans and create something out of it? And then this is where you get some of the crazy stuff that happens. You know, you get that scene where she's in the pod there, cutting that thing out of her. It's brutal, it's disgusting, it's gross, but it's great at the same time. Visually, this is brilliant as well. Prometheus is one of the best looking alien films. It's stunning to look at. The designs are great. You know, the actual head itself that they go into, the big, gigantic head, brilliant. Like, in that mountain, gorgeous. Everything about it looks good. It's dark. You know, the characters are great as well. The performances are great. Michael Fassbender, again, fantastic in this film. You know, and it has little twists and turns in here as well that we see as well. So, for me, Prometheus, really good space sci-fi movie, just not a really good alien movie, because it just does not feel like an alien movie at all, but that's okay. It's still a good film. So for me, it comes in at number 4. Number 3 is Alien Romulus, and I was tossing up whether to put this 2 or 3. It was very, very close, but I've put it in at 3 at the moment. I need to watch it more to see if I'm going to bump it up, but I really, really like this film a lot. I really do. I thought Fede Alvarez came in, passion, loved the franchise, and he delivered. He gave us a bit of everything from all the Alien movies. He put them all into there to create this movie. You know, you get the thrill, the slow burn, the unknown, the anxiety feeling of Alien. You get the action of aliens in there. You get some storylines from, you know, Prometheus that are now integrated into here, from Alien Covenant, you know, from Alien 3. You get some stuff from Alien Resurrection as well. And it all comes together in this fantastic film that is shot beautifully, that is the most bloody and goriest and most, like, physically, oh my word, sort of film that you're going to get in the Alien franchise. This was just crazy, man. This is the stuff of nightmares. There is something that happens in this movie. Now, I know it just came out, so some people haven't seen it, so I'm not going to go into the spoilers here. But there's an event that happens at the end in the final act, and man, it is gross. It is not for the faint-hearted, and it's freaking awesome, though. And it's the stuff of nightmares. It really is. And I thought they executed that really, really well. Again, the characters are great as well. Rain, I really enjoyed Rain. Her relationship with her synthetic in Andy, that was great when they do certain things with Andy and what happens with him. He becomes his badass. Loved all that. To me, I love the story. I love how it incorporated all the different aliens as well and added that in so it could tie in. To me, Alien Romulus was the alien movie I've been looking for after Aliens. It's that movie that I've been looking for, and it was delivered, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's why I've got it at number 3. Number 2 is the original Alien. This movie is just a masterpiece in the sci-fi horror genre. It really is. You know, you're watching this. It is a slow burn movie, but what I love about it is it's that dread feeling, the unknown feeling, the anxiety feeling. You know, this creature could be anywhere. You're looking around, trying to figure out what it is. And it was that first time that you watched this movie and you felt true fear because this thing was just felt invincible. Then you throw in the characters like Ripley, who is fantastic. You throw in the crew, who are fantastic as well. The dynamic, and then as they're getting picked off one by one, you just start to feel like this could be an impossible task to kill this thing. Loved the practical side of things. Loved the story itself. And, you know, having this creature, this unknown creature that is just the perfect organism, is just something great. And then, you know, you have these beautiful moments as well with Ellen Ripley as she's trying to survive from this thing, trying to get off this ship that's going to self-destruct. It's just this beautiful tension-building movie that worked on so many levels that Ridley Scott came up with and executed really, really well. So it was tough to pick between this and Alien Romulus where I was going to go, but I settled on the original Alien because I've seen it a lot more than Alien Romulus. So I have this, you know, this love for this movie. This was a movie that I fell in love with straight away. So for me, it's at number 2. Number 1 is Aliens. You guys should know that by now. You know Aliens is my second favorite film of all time. I freaking love this movie. Not only do I love the characters, I love Ellen Ripley in this character and her character in this movie. I love Hicks. Hicks is such a great character as well. Newt is a great character as well. But man, this movie is one of the most entertaining films of all time. I love the action. So what they did is that, you know, we had this dread, this feeling, slow burn of a movie in Alien. So what did James Cameron do? He came in, he took that, and he added in more aliens. He added in the action, the comedy, everything about it, and just elevated the film even more. Bishop is great as well in the synthetic, but it's that action, the Marines just going head to head. More lore is discovered when we get the alien queen as well. That's happening. You know, the practical side looks fantastic. This is just one of those movies that you sit down, you watch, and afterwards you go, that was so good. That was so freaking good. I love Aliens with a passion. Now, it's just one of those movies that I just fell in love with and I have fallen in love with. I can watch this movie over and over and over again. I obviously watched the extended cut as well, so we get a little bit more details into it to certain things. But I really, really enjoyed this one. And obviously, you had those characters like Burke that you absolutely hate. That when he dies, it's the most satisfying death you could ever get in film history. So, for me, Aliens is number 1. So there you have it. That is my ranking of the Alien movies. Now, if you want a more in-depth view on the different movies as well of the Alien franchise, I have a retrospective reviews on all of them except for Alien Romulus because that just came out, so you can go check that out in the retrospective review playlist. Go check them out now if you want to see a more in-depth detail of all of them. So it's over there, but let me know your list down below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.